I mean, a sloth smashing you around the head, yeah, it's a weird sight. But that's what happened. Well, hello there, Perfect Drafters. How are we doing? Are we good? Good. Because we've got a Perfect Draft keg, it's locked and loaded, and I've got a good feeling about this one. Let me just bring up to this here bar top, sitting right in front of me, what I've always said is the #1 Perfect Draft keg. So there it is. There it is. The Crew Republic Drunken Sailor. When I tried this little beauty, I was blown away. I really was. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 10. This one that sits in front of me now is out of date. It went out in April, and I'm saving it for Christmas Day. And the reason I've done that is because I really do think this is an absolute beauty. But it is no more. It's gone. It's never forgotten. But at the moment, it doesn't even look like it's coming back. Yeah, I said that with a little choke in the throat. But that, people, is how it goes. Now, that was a 6.4% IPA. That's what it was. This, what I've got locked and loaded in there, is a 6.5% IPA. And it is one of the most popular IPAs in the UK at the moment. So, that's maybe why they thought we don't need both on the Perfect Draft. Now, I've got here some paraphernalia on the big bold bar top, because we've got what I found in Asda, a Vocation Brewery little gift pack. You can spot these at this time of year. It's always worth keeping a beady little eye out on them, because you can get some nice glasses, and that's why I got this one. Not only that, it's actually got a bottle of Life and Death sitting in that box. It's got another one, Heart and Soul Session IPA. Never had that, so I'll enjoy that as well. But I thought that would be nice because I'll get the glass, and also I can do a little comparison to the bottle of Life and Death with the keg, because that's what's sitting in there, the Vocation Life and Death Perfect Draft keg. Nice. Not only that, I have got some snicky snacky snoo, and we're talking about the Posh Pig. Yeah, we're talking Posh Pig, pork crackling. I'm looking forward to that. Now, I'm going to be honest, they've sent me this. I don't get sent a lot of stuff, but Posh Pig, they have sent me some snacks in the past, and I've reviewed them. But I do believe I did say that the nice, quality bits of pork scratching, but could do with a bit more of a kick. So that's why they contacted me and said, Baldy, you said they could do with a bit more of a kick, and we've only gone and done a ghost chili, Posh Pig, pork scratching. So get your gnashes around those, see what you think. I'm apprehensive. I'm a little bit scared. I'm not afraid to admit it. And it's not just because it's got ghost in the title. Halloween's gone. What I'm scared about is blowing my socks off on camera. But it might well do that to me. We will see. I'm looking forward to that though. We've got Posh Pig, ghost chili, pork scratchings. Happy days. Snicky snacky snoo. But on with the keg review, people. Price-wise, we're looking at £42.90 of your finest. Not by any means a cheap keg. Now, you have got the higher ABV. Like I say, this is 6.5%. So, you know, you can excuse a little bit more of a price change in that. But that's expensive. It's a US American style IPA, and it is meant to be hoppy hoo. Yes, it's meant to be a hoppy one. In fact, they apparently put 3 kilograms of hops in every barrel of Life and Death that's brewed. That's a lot of hops. We're gonna be looking at tropical flavours. We're gonna be looking at that citrus punch. We're gonna bring it in when I've done the pour and have a look at a bit of a haziness. I'm absolutely sure of it. Like I say, it is from the Vocation Brewery. They've only been around since 2015, so you're looking at just 7 years old. Not really the oldest of breweries. We're not talking Leth. We're not talking Hertog. We're not talking about those monks doing this. We're not talking about that, people. We're talking about a very new brewery, but they have grown incredibly fast. They're in the supermarkets. They brew over 10 million pints a year, and they sell their beer in over 40 countries. So they've grown quick. They've grown big. And apparently, they brew some belters. They now have over 100 people working for them, and this here Life and Death, that was one of their very first drinks produced. They haven't tampered with the flavour in those 7 years. So it is the same ingredients, the same process, what they used when they started. But what do we think to it, Perfect Drafters? Can it topple that Crew Republic? Can it really fill the boots that left? Because they're big boots. They are. They're size 13 or 14 size boots. You have to have them specially made. Without further ado, people, let's have a look at the keg. Let's do the pour. We'll bring it in. We don't need to see too many bubs. It's an IPA. But we'll have a look at what it looks like. We'll have a look at the colour. I'll give it a sippy suppy soo. I'll let you know what I think to it. Then I'm going to fire into some snackage. Those ghost chili pork scratchings. Hopefully, I will live to give you the ratings of said beer. We'll do a bit of a comparison. I've got two very similar glasses there. One from Beerhawk, one from the Vocation gift pack. In Asda for just £10. Let's get on with it, people. Let's go. Okay, so there we go then, people. There is the Vocation Life and Death keg. Look at that. Life and Death classic IPA. Yep, you're looking at the 6.5% ABV, but just look at that black background with that snake and the skull. I love that kind of green neonness of the snake and the bee. It's a quality design. It's a quality looking keg. Let's get it poured. Right then, people, here we go. Got the Beerhawk glass here. Let's give it a pour. This is the first pour out of this keg. Might be a little bit foamy, but there we go. It's a little bit of an head on that. Little bit of an head. It is the first pour. Right, while that settles a bit, and before I give it a tippy toppy too, I'm gonna crack in to this gift pack just here. Jingle, 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 jingle. Right, now I'm not gonna lie to you. I've opened this and gave that a bit of a wash. You never know, do you? You never know. And I have also, I just wanted to show you the gift pack, that's why I put them back in, but I've also chilled that little beauty. I don't know if it's down to perfection. My fridge though is at 5 degrees, and that is what I've set the Perfect Draft Pro at, 5 degrees as well. That is what they recommend, people. I did get, with my last 3 keg pack, a lovely little Beerhawk bottle opener. And I have seen some people go, what's that for? What's the other end for? Well, it's just for hanging, innit? You just hang it, I guess. Doesn't go over that, but I guess it's for hanging. Or, you know, yeah, if you want to be cocky. Or, now this is the one that blew my mind. If that was in an ice bucket, yeah, bottle's in an ice bucket. Hello? Pull it out. You can pull it out. Pull it out the ice bucket. You don't get your fingers wet. Anyway, enough of that. Right, here we go. Now, I've probably foamed that up to Kingdom Come now. Let's tap it like the can. That ain't gonna do out, is it? Right, let's hope this don't spray everywhere. It hasn't sprayed everywhere. Good news, good news. Let's pour her out. And a little bit of a swirly, swirly. Shirley Bassey, swirly. Look at that. Hey, look at that. Right, let's pop that there. So we've got the bottle in the Vocation glass. We've got the keg in the Beer Hawk glass. Let's give this a little tippy-toppy too now. And then I'll bring her in. Let's have a look. Okay, so this is your draft Vocation Life and Death. Right there, lovely foamy white head. Lovely amber colour. It's got that haze to it. It's got the haze we expect. Let's just wipe that glass a bit. Yeah, I'm not seeing any bubs really, but then you're not going to see any bubs in this. But that's the colour anyway. That's the colour of the keg Vocation Life and Death. Let's have a look at the bottle. So there's the bottle, people. Nice head, actually. Not bad. I'm pretty happy with that pour out the bottle. And very similar in colour, I would say. We'll compare the two. There we go, peeps. So, Vocation glass is the bottle. Beer Hawk glass is your keg. Similar in colour, probably slightly darker out the bottle. That's what I'd say. But there we go. Let's give them a sippy suppy soo. That's what it's all about, people. Definitely darker in the bottle, or out of the bottle. Definitely looking a bit hazier from the keg and a little bit lighter. Keg kind of headage, you know, headage has gone down a bit. Nice clingage to the glass though. But for a bottle, I've got to say, that's got some nice clingage. Now, I'm not one to stick my schnez in. I'm not. Schnez being nose. But I am getting some tropical smells coming from these little beauties. There we are. So this is the keg. Looking good. Smelling good. Does it fill the boots of that Crew Republic? Cheers, Perfect Drafters. Cheers. Now, I've had this out of a can before, I will admit, and I liked it. Look at that. What a keg. What a drink. What a belter. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, one and all, because that is cracking. I don't want to give too much away, but I can't help it. My face just gives too much away. God, is that a juice bomb? That is a juicy little belter, but it's not kind of overpowering grapefruitness or citrusness. It is hoppy, 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 hoppy as you like. Those citrus hops in that. Whew, God, that tastes good. Oh, smooth as an eel. And those eels are smooth, because let me tell you that. That is cracking. The mouthfeel of that and the aftertaste. Mouthfeel as smooth as, aftertaste just pleasant, absolutely beautiful. You just want to take another slurp, but also you do want to appreciate it. God. I'll tell you what, you've got to be careful, because the ABV in that, it is that bit more than the Crew Republic. And that Crew Republic, that snuck up on you. It did. That Crew Republic was like a stealth-like sneaky sloth that basically crept up to you at night after you'd had about 3 or 4 pints and was smashing you around the head. I mean, a sloth smashing you around the head, yeah, it's a weird sight. But that's what happened, because it gave you an absolute belter of a headache in the morning. It's probably wise to have these half-pint glasses, because you fire down 3 or 4 pints of that, you're feeling it. You're feeling it, people. You're feeling it. And the thing is, you could get carried away on that. could you get carried away on that? That is gorgeous. Right. I'm not going to grade it, but you can probably guess at my grading. I'm going to test it against the bottle. Let me have a swig of water. Whew. Add a swig of water. Let's go in for the bottle, people. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, it's got kind of a more fizzy pop to your kind of, you know, mouthfeel. That's the thing. It's not got the smoothness of the keg. Just hasn't got it. But the flavours are very nice out of that bottle. That is nice. It's good. I mean, if I'd have just had that bottle and not tried the keg, I'd be there going, I don't know if I'd bother getting the keg because I love that. But you couldn't have too many of those because it just feels like it's already gassing me up far more than the keg. You probably don't need too many though, do you? It's almost a bit heavier tasting from the bottle, which is strange, but you know, it feels a bit heavier. Whereas the keg, the mouthfeel is just that bit nicer and it tastes lighter. It's just that smoothness, I think. It's that smoothness of that keg. Lovely. It's probably a bit more, it's just more refined. It's more of a refined taste than the bottle. But let me not bash that bottle at all because that's also very good. It really is. When I compared the Ghost Ship bottle to the keg, it was night and day. This is kind of evening and night. Yeah. Right, people. Before I grade that, and I'm apprehensive here, I really am, I'm going to go in for some Ghost Chilli pork scratchings from Posh Pig. Right then, people, here we go. So no bag to open because they contacted me and said, look, Baldy, we wanted to release a more punchy, spicy, blow up in your face pork scratching. That's what they've done. Ghost Chilli. Right. Let's get them cracked open. Break, seal to open. There's no blurbage on this. No blurbage, just the Posh Pig. Nothing much on the label apart from Ghost Chilli pork crackling, no allergens. Ingredients goes through those. Warning, this product is extremely hot, not suitable for children. Okay, before we crack in actually, as with the bags, I'm seeing a lot of flavouring down here. Now, I'm not sure if this is sensible. It's probably not, but I'm going to give it a shake. Got to give it a shake, get that flavouring all the way up to the top, into that lid. Ooh, some's coming out. Look at that flavouring in there in the little bauble. It's like a Christmas bauble of chili. Right, there we go. Let's wipe that off. I'll hoover down there later. Get these out of the way. There we go. So we've spreaded that flavouring about. Ghost Chilli Posh Pig. Here we go. Look at that. I mean, yeah, beauty. Look at that. I mean, I'm not going to bring that into the camera. I don't need to. Surely you can see that. It's massive. Huh? It's massive. If I compare that to a glass, look at that. Right. Yeah. I mean, I have, like I say, I've shook that. That's got a lot of flavouring on that. Here we go. Wish me luck, Perfect Drafters. Wish me luck. Posh Pig. Blimey. That is a tingly, tingly sensation. Right, I'm not going to go straight for another one. That's nice. They are good. Wowzers. I'm just going to weigh you. I've got nothing to blow my nose on. Okay, yeah. They're nice. They are flavoursome, like you wouldn't believe. If you like your kick, there's your kick, right there. Okay, that pork crackling, that's pure quality. The other flavours were, the peri-peris were. I'm trying to think of some of the others, like the barbecue one. Mouth's on fire. They were good, but they didn't have that kick. These are probably another extreme, and these have definitely got a kick. They're warming me right up inside. It's not the ABV of the Vocation Life and Death. It is the ghost chili there. But it's not unbearable. You could have 2 or 3, you know, and I mean, that's a big pot. That is a big pot. I mean, some of that flavouring's gone down to the bottom again. Probably that's going to stay there. I'm not shaking that up again. You could have a couple of those and enjoy them. Very succulent. The quality of that pork crackling is second to none. Beautiful. If you like it spicy, you're going to love them. If you like it spicy and you like pork crackling, well, that's Christmas, isn't it? That's a Christmas present for yourself. Yeah, keep them away from kids, though, because of that. Right. But like I say, I mean, it's not like it's going to totally blow your head off and, you know, you can't sleep. Hopefully I'll still be able to sleep. Very nice, very nice. Right, let me go back in for this. Lovely, lovely. Right, let's grade the beer. Now, first up, does it fill the Crew Republic boots? It's a big question. And I would say they are very much level pegging. They really are. Weirdly, the Crew Republic, I think, tasted a bit stronger in terms of ABV. And it's not. It's not. This is actually stronger. That could be dangerous. This, I think, tastes smoother. I'd say tropical-wise, this is probably a little bit more fruity. I'd say carbonation-wise, very similar. There's not a lot separating them. Incredibly hoppy, but then so was the Crew Republic. I can almost see why they haven't got both of them on the perfect draft. I'm still going to say the Crew Republic. I know I go back to it and I've got very fond memories, but I'd say it still just edges it, but only just. This is absolutely cracking. I gave the Crew Republic a 10. That's what I did. This, I'm giving a 9.5. You know, so you go, I mean, it is right on the money. And probably by the time I finish that keg, I might be giving it a 10. So on my next review, I will say if I've upped the score by that 0.5 because I'm enjoying that. I'm giving it a 9.5. That is absolute quality. That's why you own that kind of machine. Just is. To have that at home, what a pleasure. What a pleasure. But I tell you something, for those people that say, look, your kegs are getting too expensive, I'm going to stick to bottles and cans. You can't go far wrong with this out of a bottle. That's lovely as well. It's lovely. I mean, I'd give that a good 8.5 out of a bottle. It's good. It's very good. Right. Those from Posh Pig, whew, they are probably a little bit too spicy for me. So to give you a kind of, you know, something to level set your expectations with, you know, this is a proper Vindaloo. That's what it is. It's probably not a Farl, but it is a Vindaloo. I generally go for a Madras, right? So that's my strength of curry, a Madras. So these might be a little bit too powerful for me, you know. I like spiciness, but probably not quite that spicy. If you like a Vindaloo and you like pork scratchings, you basically cannot get better than that, I wouldn't have thought, because they melt in the mouth. They're absolutely gorgeous crunch. They're a pleasure. They're pure quality. They really are. So if you do like that extra kick, or you know someone that does like that extra kick, that's well worth a purchase. I don't know how much that would be for that pot, because like I say, they sent me them. So thank you, Posh Pig, for sending me those. Very nice. In fact, I'm going to go in for one more because they are very addictive. But I'm going to go for a little nib. Even the little nibs. Whew. Let's put them to the side, Baldy. Put them to the side, because I'll tell you what, fire down a few of those, and then you'll bang down a few of those. That. Yeah, you're regretting that. You would. But that's an absolute beauty. Right, so for those, I'm going to give them, for me, I'm going to give them an 8. I'm going to give them an 8. I can imagine if you were a Vindaloo lover, you'd give them a 10, because you would absolutely love them. You really would. Right, in fact, I might take them round my mates at the weekend. They'll give them a go, because I know they'll love them. Good stuff. Happy days. So if you like that video, please do like, please do subscribe to the channel. There will be more keg reviews coming up. But beyond all of that, people, whatever you're doing this weekend, make it an absolute belter. Enjoy, Perfect Drafters. What I'm saying to you is this. Cheers, Perfect Drafters. Cheers.